Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 16 of Season 3 at Newcastle. We are third in the league. Today we start with Fulham away, and then it's Dortmund in the second leg and Brighton at home. Yes, Brighton at home. Very important the second leg against Borussia Dortmund, but I still am not that confident of going through, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll start with the game against Fulham, hope to start with 3 points and then build from there. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, make sure you sub to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, and we'll dive in straight away. Fulham starting lineup: Fabrizio in goal, Janmaat at right back, Paguma, Mawson and Bryan. Janmaat obviously a former Newcastle player, Zambo and Gisa, Zobnin and Seri in the midfield, with Pabon, Camara and Sessegnon as a front three. They have the worst home record in the league, Fulham, which obviously means that they will now beat me. Right. Deflected off Max, but Pabon picks it up. Swung back to Zambo and Gisa. Here's Zobnin. Oh, wow, what a strike. Thank you, Wan-Bissaka. I needed you to win that header. Jeeps, that was very nearly 1-0. Pabon into Camara, back to Anguissa. Pabon blocked by Lascelles. That'll be a corner to Fulham. Oh, talk about being under pressure at the beginning of the game. Seri will take the corner short to Pabon, and he'll run straight into Lozano, but it's still dropped free for him. And Mawson, and he's 1-0 Fulham. They've made the domination pay immediately. Great. Philip, around the corner to Draxler. In there to Rashford. Still back heel to Maximilian Philip. I see the ball was potentially on there, looking for Julian Draxler running through, and we've equalised immediately. That's a very good goal. Well, this game has certainly come to life. Fulham 1 at Newcastle 1, and less than 12 minutes have been played. They went 1-0 up after 8. We've equalised, just ticked over into the 12th minute. Hopefully this doesn't keep up for the entire 90. Otherwise, who knows what the scoreline could be by the end of the game. Out wide to Pabon, into the channel for Jean-Michel Seri. Didn't want to foul him for a penalty there. That's a terrible shot from Anguissa, but it will be kept in here by Ryan Sessegnon, who's tackled, and it will be a further Fulham corner. Putting the pressure back on now, Fulham. Ryan Sessegnon to take the corner. Whipped in well. Draxler won that header, I believe, and it'll be another Fulham corner. Oh, talk about being on the back foot. They are going to go short again here. Pabon with the early balls, deflected. Mawson's up again, this time straight at the keeper, thankfully. Jeeps, Fulham. You're supposed to be terrible at the bottom of the league and being really, really bad. But actually, this is one of the most difficult games we've played recently, outside of that Dortmund one in the last episode. Draxler, Kondogbia, Kennedy, Rashford. Look for Philip. Find him well. Oh, Maximilian Philip's got a little bit lucky. Oh, and then unlucky with the finish. I can't believe that hasn't gone in. They've hit the bar. Now we've hit the bar as well. It could quite easily be 2-2 in this game. Philip. Oh, looking for Chucky, but can't find him. Joe Bryan read it well. Win this header, Kennedy. Well up, son. Philip to Rashford. Kennedy's gone again, and he's in some space. Kennedy, stand up into the middle. Chucky can't get anywhere near it. Not the best of crosses, in fairness. 10 minutes or so to go till half-time. It could be 2-2. Both sides having hit the bar now, but it's still 1-1. Draxler will take this free kick. I will take it short despite the fact that Lascelles got closed down quite quickly there. Pop that in there to Jeffrey Kondogbia. Kennedy's making the run around the outside. It's actually Marcus Rashford. Oh, great ball in. It'll reach Chucky. Oh, and I thought Fabrizio was going to keep that out for a moment. Oh, Lozano makes it 2-1 Newcastle. When Philip outstretched leg missed it, I thought, great, it's just not going to happen for me. And it falls to Lozano. And to be fair, if he'd hit that first time like I asked him to, he probably would have kicked it against the defender that slid in front of him. As it happens, he took the touch and then buries it. And even still, it very nearly didn't go in. Fabrizio gets a strong hand to it, but it bounces up, just clipping the underside of the bar and going in. They scored 7 or 8 minutes into the first half. We've scored 7 or 8 minutes into the second. We just need to ensure that we don't concede from kickoff the same way that they did. And we should maintain our lead, hopefully, until the end of the game. And the corner nicely to Philip Max. To get another one. Whip looking for Chucky at the back post. It won't quite reach him. Max could win this header, though. And he's done well, actually. Kennedy spins well. Turn. Back there to Draxler. Finds Philip. Great footwork from Maximilian Philip, who's turned the corner. And he's in behind here, Maximilian. Still trying his hardest. Will force the corner. Come on then. Let's get a third, kill the game off, and then I can make some substitutions and rest people for the game against Dortmund. Lascelles' header goes a long way wide. We'll stay at 2-1. Max. I don't know what that was. It was a terrible pass. This time he does find Rebic, who will look for Rashford. Oh, but that won't reach him. There's a minute left in the 90 before we head to stoppage. Philip trying to force the matter. Sobnin, Janmat. Hopefully he's missed that in the middle there. Tom Koenig missed his touch. Jean-Michel Seri, 3 minutes added on at the end of the game. They could have had a second goal, Fulham, from a couple of opportunities, but equally we could have extended our lead as well, all being further in front if that effort from Maximilian Philip in the first half had gone in off the underside of the bar. But we do get the victory, and that's the most important thing. 3 points in the Premier League. Not sure what Manchester City have done on this particular match today. They were my only 2 shots on target that we scored in that game. That's probably a bit of a let-off, to be completely honest. No other games played on the Sunday. We've got the game on the Thursday against Borussia Dortmund upcoming. I have no idea how we're going to get on in this one. I'm hoping for a victory. The most important thing, the most important thing is the win. Outside of that, the second most important thing is not conceding an away goal. I need to basically replicate their result. I need a 3-0 win or more, because if they get 1, I'm going to need 5, and then that's just not going to happen. So Dortmund at home, I need to do to them what they did to me. Right, Dortmund's 11. Pope, Zagadou, Lit, Delaney, Brandt, Toljan, Milik, Kagawa, Wolf, Bustos, and someone else, Bakayoko. I think that's the same 11, isn't it? Pretty sure that's the same 11 that played us in the first leg. Battered me in that one. I really hope it doesn't happen again. Kodobia tackles Milik. Traxler, Philip. Rashford's made a great run. Help it on to Kennedy. Kennedy stands up into the middle. Oh, Toljan flicks it away before Chucky can get to it. And Brandt's kept that in as well. Frustrating opening 25 minutes. Haven't yet been able to create an opportunity on goal against this Dortmund backline. And we do need 3 to cross the line to give ourselves the best possible chance of going through. A minimum of 3. Wan-Bissaka into the middle. And Kennedy's there, but he's headed wide. There is my first chance. But it's not going to score us a goal. Brandt. Nice tackle by Kondogbia. Max can't get to it. Bakayoko and Wolf link up well, and here's Bustos. Turned well, just couldn't quite slow down with Philip Max there. Draxler gets it away. Kondogbia across here to Chucky. Maximilian Phillips made the run. We'll look for him. It's a great ball. Philip couldn't quite keep the momentum going there. I'm going to need support, and it is arriving. Lozano. Kondogbia shot blocked, and they'll stop it from going for a corner as well. He had a bit of space there, Kondogbia, but by the time the ball reached him and he shifted onto his left foot for the strike, unfortunately the space had gone. And now they're in at the other end. Julian Brandt looking to get away from Jamal Lascelles. Staying with him well, Jamal. Back to Toljan. Oh, it's a great delivery, but Max will head clear. 5 minutes to go till half-time. Still 0-0 here in a game where we need a plethora of goals. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Wolf around the corner to Milik. Milik, oh, into the middle, but Dubravka holds on. I was waiting for him to palm that straight to the feet of the Dortmund man, to be honest. Oh, Lozano's first touch is diabolically poor. That's outrageous from him. If he takes a good touch there, we might be able to send Maximilian Philip in behind again. No idea why Lozano's first touch is that bad, to be completely honest. None whatsoever. Lascelles can't get the ball off. Julian Brandt can't get it off Milik either, and Brandt scores. There's the away goal. No luck for me against Borussia Dortmund. None whatsoever. What was Lozano's first touch? How many tackles did they break through there and the ball pings straight back to them every time? Just infuriating. And then Brandt shoots from an awkward angle across goal, and the keeper's not able to keep it out, and we're 1-0 down. 4-0 down on aggregate, and I now need 5 in the second half to go through when I haven't scored 1 in a game and a half. It's not going to happen, is it? Free kick for Dortmund. Arkadiusz Milik will take it. He's just dinked it in. Oh, he's won that header there. No, Draxler actually cannoned off him, and it's out for a corner. Brandt takes it short. Bustos. Go back to Brandt maybe. No, it's going to square him free, but still Julian Brandt. Oh, that's nicely done. Floated in well too. Kanji heads away. Phillips' touch is poor, but it's good enough to at least help with the clearance. And now Kennedy's on the counter. Going to need support. And players are arriving. Bustos is bloody quick, though. Philip. Oh, it's poor. And it was the wrong pass option as well, to be fair. I had a man free in the middle I could have gone to, and I neglected to play it to him. Tolyan inside here to Shinji Kagawa. Scored a great goal in the first leg, Shinji. Oh, given away by Dahoud. I think it just happens to be that Bruce Dortmund are too good for this Newcastle side. It's quite simply out of my league. Back there, Tolyan, Dahoud. Nice ball into Nabil Fekir, who's come off the bench here. Max wins that header, but only as far as Bustos. I've just quite simply been outplayed and outclassed by Dortmund on 2 separate occasions now. First one by 3 goals to nil. Max is on the floor here, playing everybody on side. Dubravka makes the save down low. The graphics in the top left have gotten stuck with Kennedy coming off. I can assure you it's still 1-0 to Dortmund on the night and 4-0 to Dortmund on aggregate. Get rid of that with Zakaria, but there's nobody upfield to play it to. No idea what minute we're in either at this particular moment in time. Everybody's bouncing off each other in the middle. Got that back with Philip there to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Chucky's away. Tolyan with me. Nice footwork from Lozano. Back there nicely with Loftus-Cheek. Here's Philip. Drop the shoulder. Oh, can't get past the defender though. They're so solid defensively, Borussia Dortmund. Not only have I not scored any goals, I've barely created any chances. Not just this game, in both ties, I've barely created any chances. Zakari with a shot that's blocked. And they'll clear it away. Not sure how long left. They're announcing the man of the match with the stadium announcer now, so it must be towards the latter stages of the 80th numbered minutes. Brain. I'm concentrating so hard trying to break them apart that I can't even form sentences. Lozano inside. Sums up my luck, doesn't it? Sums up my life. My night. Cleared away, and there's the final whistle. Complete and utter Dortmund domination. Out the Europa League at the first knockout round. We're out the FA Cup. We're out the Carabao Cup. Good news is we're still doing very well in the Premier League. The gap at the top is now 9 points, although City do have a game in hand. The board's opinion of me has dropped yet further as we continue to disappoint. Cengiz Ünder's scout report has come back. He's only 81 rated. He's really not growing that well, although his stats do look good. Why is he only 81 rated with stats like that? I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll have a quick train and then we'll go and play Brighton. And fingers crossed, we'll be able to get ourselves a result in the third game and at least keep our Premier League challenge on course. Ryan in goal for Brighton. Charlotto, Brianchon, Urukai and Lato at left back. Jahanbach, Stevens, Prepper and Murphy. And then 4-4-1-1, I imagine. Yep, Pascal Gross sat behind Locadia. We've got to win this. I've rotated slightly because of fitness. But still, we should be strong enough to beat Brighton. I hope. We'll keep the pressure up on Manchester City, don't we? Could be into Rashford. We'll try the early finesse. We'll take the early corner. See what we can do. Lozano to deliver it because Max isn't playing. Wagner's on, but not able to connect with the corner. DeAndre Yedlin playing at right back. Got it into Christopher Wagner again. There's Jeffrey. Dropped the shoulder. Marcus Rashford. He's dropped the shoulder too. And his effort is again blocked. And we'll have another corner. Pressure on the Brighton goal. Lozano again with the delivery. It's decent. Oh, as was the header from Kondogbia. But it's well saved. We'll play it towards the back post this time. Looped, looped, looped. Right, we'll have a corner from the other side instead then. Kondogbia's on the corner this time. Okay, underneath it. Oh, Wagner might be 6'6", but he doesn't really win that many headed battles in situations like that. Lozano isn't going to be found with that corner. Kanji will find Marcus Rashford here. I tried to get that Kondogbia to Kondogbia but couldn't. 10 minutes in. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, 10 minutes in. We'll stay at 0-0. To Chucky. Oh, you're going to get to that, Toby. Okay, apparently he is. Toby Mitchell. Oh, never mind. Oh, hang on. No. Rashford will pick it up, though. Get off me. Bang. Oh! Marcus Rashford. That was very nearly the most incredible long shot of my entire FIFA 19 career. that stayed so low. He hit it so hard and clean. They can't even kick the ball to one another. Can't even keep it on the pitch. And Tay Rebic throws it back into play, and Kondogbia will try and build again. I could try it for a second time with Rashford. I won't. I'll give it there. Oh, it was meant for Kondogbia. It might still reach him. It has. Kondogbia's right foot is never to be shot on again. That couldn't have fallen more kindly for me, and he couldn't have missed it by more. Turns well. Kondogbia again. Space there for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, actually. We use Toby Mitchell first. Duck the shoulder. Go to Rashford. Kondogbia's arriving. He's on his left foot this time. Jeffrey. No, I haven't got the space to shoot. Chilwell back there to Toby Mitchell. Great footwork. Oh, bit of space for Chucky. Why not? Oh! I tried to pull it right back across goal. He didn't quite do it enough. Got underneath it a little bit too much, and it's ended up being quite central as it happens. If that actually goes towards the far left-hand side, it might have actually dipped in time to go in. Half an hour played. It's Newcastle 0, Brighton 0. As I'm recording this, Chelsea are in the process of playing Brighton away from home. And as we're about to almost reach the 33rd minute in this game, Chelsea have just gone 2-0 up in the 33rd minute of the game in real life. Oh, but we aren't able to take a first goal lead in the same minute. Oh, that's great football. Here's Murphy. Good save by Dubravka. Murphy trying what Rashford did earlier on. He's got that back in the box quickly there. Oh, he's just pinging around at the minute. Here's Dale Stevens out to Jahan Baks. Murphy will get it back to him. Jahan Baks into the middle. Keeper comes to punch, and he had to get to that. Dale Stevens down to Jacob Murphy again. Gross, Stevens, Jahan Baks. Another delivery. Oh, it's fallen straight back to Jahan Baks. Hits Akanji in the face and goes out for a corner. Pascal Gross to deliver the set piece. Brighton certainly piling the pressure on at the end of the half. Ranchon to Jacob Murphy. Used to play for me. Prerpa. That would have been outrageous. Thankfully, it hasn't gone in. It's Jahan Baks. Charlotto. Back to Jahan Baks again. Lozano. Down the line to Murphy. Driving forward. Still going. Still going.
Wide, they were in a good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively.
There's Lato. Murphy with the early ball. It's perfectly weighted.
Really vibrant, venomous
Jahan Baks steals in to give Brighton a 1-0 lead. 6 minutes into the second half. Ball comes back to Lato here. Played early cross and it just drops over Wagner. Didn't try and get on it. Just drops over his head. Run not tracked with his studs, and could Dubravka have done better? It did go past him at quite some pace. Brighton 1, Newcastle 0. I need 3 points in every game we play between now and the end of the season if we're to stand a chance of catching City. So now I need 2 goals in this game rather than just the 1. Oh, it's a lovely ball down the channel for Locadia to chase. Wagner trying to get to him. Andre Yedlin has the pace to get to that. Dale Stevens has the legs to be able to stretch to get to the loose ball. Prerpa to Locadia. Trying to get in there with DeAndre Yedlin. And, well, I won the ball and then he fell over. There we go. Oh, that was supposed to go to the man out wide. Never mind. Prerpa to Locadia. Prerpa again. Jacob Murphy. Cross blocked. Corner. Throw in. Oh, and Kondogbia's injured. Wonderful. Oh, not going according to plan today. Beat Fulham, but then what was a lacklustre defeat against Dortmund, and what may well turn out to be a similar result here against Brighton. Ball there to Rashford. Mitchell back to Loftus-Cheek around the corner there to Chucky. And behind here, Lozano. Oh, it's a great cross. Oh, it's gone all the way in. Oh, Chucky Lozano! What a goal! I was trying to cross it to the man. I don't think that's ever happened to me before on FIFA. Where I've tried to cross and it's gone all the way in. You do see it happen in real life, but that was genuinely a cross just looking for Toby Mitchell at the back post. And Lozano has bent that all the way into the far post. Or did it take a deflection off the defender's arm? Maybe. That's never happened to me on FIFA before. Newcastle 1, Brighton 1. In all of my thousands of games of playing FIFA, I have never crossed the ball and it goes straight in. We might yet get a win from this game. Let's push on. Rashford brings that down and gets it across to Mitchell. He turns well. Oh, tries to get up his feet to get it to Chucky Lozano and couldn't. Very nearly fell kindly for them there. That will drop kindly here for Zakaria, and it's a brilliant ball through for Ante Rebic. Rebic. No. I couldn't commit to the shot because of the vicinity of the defender next to me. I just didn't utilise that as best as I could. It's Kurd though. Down the line, looking for Lato. Cuts back well. It's Kurdo, Lato again. He's past me. He's drilled the ball in. It's deflected off Malpe and Chilwell will head away. Rashford brings it down. Gets it back there nicely to Rebic. Come on, accelerate. Show me that pace. Down the line there to Marcus Rashford. He'll show me pace, although he's also completely run out of stamina. Inside to Ante Rebic. Rebic! Oh! Rebic! That's what we needed! I can't believe it. He's done dick all for me all season, Ante Rebic. He's going to be sold in the summer, and he pops up with a big goal at the end of this game against Brighton. Take a touch, pick your spot, thump it home. Keeper got a hand to it, wasn't enough. Wow, we are going to get the victory here against Brighton by 2-1 thanks to a finish from Ante Rebic. Might well have been one of his first goals of the season. In fact, it might well be his actual first goal of the season. He scored 4 in pre-season. No, surely it can't be his first goal all told of the season. It can't be. Manchester United 3, Chelsea 0 as a turn up for the books. Wouldn't have expected that. I'm actually going to have a quick look and see if that was Ante Rebic's first Premier League goal of the season. Right, Ante Rebic stats. No, it was his 4th Premier League goal of the season. I was going to say, I didn't think it was. Maximilian Philip is injured and out for... What? Oh, it's Jeffrey Kadobi that's out. I swear the injury symbol was next to Philip. I'm blind. Well, Jeffrey Kadobi is out for the rest of the season, so Dennis Zakaria gets back into the starting lineup for the rest of the year. That's frustrating, but... Oh, what a victory. What a victory. The gap... Still 9 points as City continue to win and they have a game in hand, but we've extended a bit of a gap to Burnley and Liverpool now. We're well inside the Champions League spots. Top 4 is assured. I will still try my best to close City down and win the Premier League this season, but it is a long shot by no stretch of the imagination. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too. There'll be another episode tomorrow as always, and I'll see you then.